What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be hanging out at the Gateway Pro Shop.
Got all kinds of stuff that's not even released on the website yet. Some super glow, metal flake stuff. Typically that's what gets set aside for special releases is metal flake, super glow, color hemp like you got. So like there's things that happen in small companies like us, like this time of year, we'll run out of glow when we run a ton of glow stuff. So, and you can only get that one place in the world, like the glow material. I won't talk too much about it.
It's like a lost cage or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a special Firefly we grind up.
So what makes, like, this is a 4S Wizard. What makes this a 4S Wizard?
What determines a 2S versus a 4S is how many pounds of pressure it takes to fold the disc in half. So so 4S you can do it pretty almost in one hand, and then 2S is pretty firm, and then there's firm, which is the firmest. Yeah.
Putting, I really like the 2S.
Same. That's what I putt with.
Now, is that just like a plastic thing that happens, like, or can you specifically be like, okay, today we're going to run 4S Wizards?
Exactly. Yeah. There's different. This is a completely different plastic than this. They just have different rigidities to them. Or we can talk to Kevin. Kevin will have the best knowledge as to like what individually goes into each one, like plastic wise. And then Lunar. Lunar is a 4S. I mean, feel flexible. That's 4S, 5S. With some additives to it, color and things like that.
I may have to take that one home.
This one's getting stamped with someone's special stamp on it, but I have more.
I was going to say, I need to feel around and get me some of those, because that's like super, like that's no pressure.
That's a hit and sit.
Yeah, that would be really good for slopes.
Yeah.
Anything where you're going to lay up and you like really want to lay up and not have the disc flip up, roll away, that would be a great option for that. Yeah. And it's already in my putter. So
this is Kevin.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. Nice to meet you, brother.
Nice to meet you, man.
And you are?
Jess.
Jess, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I'm in charge of the manufacturing.
So I was talking to him about like the different plastics and stuff.
Oh, here we go.
That go into like what makes a 4S versus like a 2S, you know. Because that's kind of the popularity of Gateway is like a 4S Wizard or a 2S Wizard.
The firmer stuff like the PW and stuff, we have materials that are harder, like propylenes and things like that, polypropylene, stuff like that. The more you add to that, the firmer they become. Take that away, certain standard creams and stuff, they become more flexible. The flexibilities, all the different additives that go into it.
Do you all still run all these plastics, or?
We don't run Evo anymore, but essentially Evo is platinum.
Okay.
Just it looks different because back in the day when we ran frisbees, all of our discs were made out of not as premium plastics as they are now.
Gotcha.
And so that Evo platinum just looks not as high quality as the platinum that we make now because the plastic's better. But yeah, nowadays it's just going to be platinum, which, you know, depending on what mix of different plastics are going into it, can come out differently, can come out more swirly, can come out domier. Because if it's a platinum that's blended with a bunch of nylon and HD discs, it's going to be a little bit flatter. So it just depends on what goes into that platinum run.
So y'all do a lot of plastic blends too here, where you go, like you'll mix different plastics together to make kind of like a...
Yeah. So it all starts with this. So right now we have diamond, and then you can add hemp to it, you can add nylon to it, super glow, glass fill, metal flake, and then we get into our newest plastic, which is the NXT, the nylon extra tough.
Which I love that plastic.
Yeah,
that's probably my favorite.
Yeah, in my opinion, the best plastic on the out in the disc golf world in regards to durability. I really like the way they feel. Special blend will come out a little different every time we run it because it's special. We're unique to our training weight Wizard too. It's nice and heavy. The pumpkin smasher.
Yeah, you push that, you're going to be putting an extra 50 feet. I need to get a couple of those to put in the basement.
Yeah, it's the
because that would get it. I mean, mix them in your stack, I guess, or just
putt with a few of them.
Yeah, you
It would just.
do that little putting motion 100 times a day. Yeah, you'll get it down.
I was gonna say, I don't know that I would actually putt with them. I think I would just do this.
Really windy days in a flex league that's not sanctioned.
Yeah, you could do that. But yeah, that would be really, because like I said, that would get all this stuff strengthened up, and you'd be gaining bird, in a couple weeks.
Yeah, only wrist movement. You're
Yes.
to the basket.
800 feet.
Molds that we offer as Gateway right now. And of course, we got all the coolest looking ones that Paul hunts down and snags for the visual pleasure.
All the ones I want in my bag are on this wall.
Pretty much.
Swirly, like that blaze. That's really.
And that run was it was real small, and that's probably the only one that came out like that.
And then this is what happens when you have nightmares.
Yeah, if someone comes in and tries to attack us, we just throw this at them. Look at if you look at it in the. You probably can't even see it on camera. It looks like it's got like water or something going through it.
This will have probably a mold tech having nightmares for probably the rest of the day.
Yeah, so it's something to do with the setting on the machine. I mean, every disc comes out with flashing for the most part.
Yeah.
This is just it's a little too much plastic was added. But yeah, I had one come out in the yellow, like a real solid yellow, and I took it home for my daughter because it looks like a flower.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's so cute. There's our little sticker wall we'll add you over here for sure.
There we go.
The other discs that you can throw as a Gateway sponsored player, which is
There we go.
more than what we offer. But you got Trash Panda, Populous, and then we got Reptilian, Black Zombie, H13, Hooligan, KGO, Aquaflight. Those are all ultra lightweight. Our molds, ultra lightweight plastic. Lightning discs that we're just making stuff for. You may have seen this, the turbo putter.
That's it.
Yep, and you got
It's got the
very fun to mold.
so like you gotta do the old school Batman.
The different surface complexions that go on the disc are additives. So pure white is a top fill propylene. It makes it stiffer, doesn't let it shrink as much. They stay a lot flatter. Money is a little bit of a material called a TPOE, thermoplastic polyethylene elastomer. You just put a small amount, 5-10% into the batch of the other formula. Just add by 5 or 10% of that, and then it gummies up the surface. It makes and Special Blend is a blue rubber that we get from this company who makes something out of blue rubber, and we get that from them and add it to our mix. And that makes the Special Blend. So all Special Blends are blue, or it's a version of blue.
You all been making this. This is your 30th
Anniversary. Yeah, I started with just designing and selling courses in like '94, but I didn't start making, and I made bags. I was like the first one that had a carrying bag that had a frame inside of it that the disc sat up on, and then one of the first ones, and then we had some backpack bags soon after that, and then in late '98 I started molding discs. So we're only in 35 years, 36 years of molding discs, but all together doing the business since '94. Yeah, so there's a bunch of features here on this basket. If you kind of look from the top, you can see this basket set up is that this outside chain, the outside chain, and the inside chain are connected to the same ring. So, and then all the tension is on the inside ring. This leaves this outside chain with a little bit of slack on it. Then the second set of chains, there's 14 chains, and then every other one has the slack on it, and the tension is on the inside one. So what that does is the two outside chains, sets of outside chains, all this right here, all has tension off of it. So let me give it a putter right here. No, I'm just saying, when you throw little soft hits to the side like this, typically soft hits like that bounce out of another basket. Real soft stuff like that, with that slack on these outside chains, that allows these soft hits to get in there and just kind of fall down without getting kicked back. Now this inside set of chains is a 1/4-inch proof coil. It's real heavy, so that there's no you can't get to the pole. Like that right there still doesn't get to the pole. No pole, no pole. That's the Frisbee's not hitting the pole. So bounce back off the pole is almost impossible on these baskets.
That's crazy.
Yep.
So like I mean, it's gonna catch an ace.
And then the final feature is the way this slides up. This slides back so far that before it deadens out and allows it to kick back, it'll hit that chain and fall into the basket. So what's really good is that you can like take stuff and really.
Well, and I mean, it's built like a tank. Like the cage itself.
Well, 1/2-inch steel. Everything else that everybody else. This is kind of what everybody else's baskets look like: 3/8 and 1/4-inch combinations.
Yep.
But this is entirely 1/2-inch steel, and this stuff right here is 100 thousandths thick, so almost an 1/8 inch sheet metal. These are tops.
Okay.
And these are wings. Those are cores.
So whenever you all go to run and do a mold change, you have to take all these pieces and put into a plate to a mold.
Into a frame, yeah. The frames are over here.
Resurfacing a mold
Yep.
or working on a mold.
Yep, these are ones we've been working on here.
So these are being polished and just,
Dents cut on this one.
okay.
So yeah, these are some frames, and these are some of the mold bases outside the mold.
Dave had to leave to work on another project at a local park. So Cory showed us the machines that take the moisture out of the plastic, the regrind station where they grind up bad discs into usable plastic again, and the different plastics that Gateway uses. This is regrind. And this is the eraser plastic. It has kind of a gummy, tacky feeling to it, even before it's molded. We got to hang out with Kevin while he was running a few discs, showing us kind of the process of how a disc comes out of the mold. They actually come out pretty hot, and then they lay them on this table to cool off. So we're talking about how domey a disc will be the faster it cools.
So there's just a razor blade right here, and we can adjust the diameter of this just to fit whatever mold it is.
Then we headed over to the stamping station where we actually got to stamp our own wizards. This was so awesome. We got to pick out our own foils and our own wizards to custom stamp with this cool Beetlejuice stamp for Halloween. Super awesome. So we're going to be doing a giveaway on the channel as well. That's going to be over on Instagram, on Gateway's Instagram and mine. Like I said, all of the details are going to be in the description below for that. I'm giving away 2 of my custom stamped Tour Series discs. It's going to be the Eric Jenkins Disc Golf Assassin in the diamond hemp plastic. And then, of course, Super Soft Wizards. Be sure to check that out, guys. So that is the grand tour of the Gateway Factory. I'd like to thank Cory for giving us a VIP look into all that is Gateway, really. I appreciate you having us out today, man.
No problem. It was a blast having you. It's always good to have our content creators come to the shop itself. You know, see everything that goes into making a disc and see why we're unique. What did I say? we're the craft brewery of disc golf. You know, small batches, just amazing plastics.
A lot of heart and soul goes into every disc, and you can really see that with everybody that's here, like the pride that everyone takes in making a disc. Everyone was super excited to, you know, show how things are done. If you guys are enjoying this kind of content, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. And here's another video that YouTube thinks you might like from me. Have a great day
And stay in the fairway.
That's right, guys. And if you're in St. Louis area, come out here and check out Gateway. They let you actually come in and pick your own disc. They have a ton of plastic.